Hello everyone.
I'm Max from Canada.
I'm Suji from Thailand.
And the other day we reacted to a video about German cake and it was amazing, but now I'm hungry again. It's really early in the morning. I want some dessert, but I guess I'm gonna have to react to a video first. It's 10 dessert and I think that there's no cake in the video. So it's other dessert, but let's react. Let's get started.
Hi and welcome back to our channel. In this video I would like to show you a list of desserts that you should try on your trip to Germany. If you don't know me yet, my name is Marta from Cooking the Word and we help people who like to cook, eat and travel to find traditional recipes and places to eat in Germany. The desserts that I will show you I have filmed in the city where I live and work as a food guide. So in Frankfurt, Germany. And before I start with the list, could you please let me know in the comments down below if you like a good dessert or you rather eat savory dishes when you're traveling. And now without further ado, let's just start.
Both. I like good food. Give me food. Oh.
We're gonna start our German dessert tour in Frankfurt, Sachsenhausen, which is my favorite part of town. If you have watched my videos before, you're gonna know that this is the place where most of apple wine taverns are. And the one that we went to is called Losbacher Tal. Don't worry, you don't have to repeat that. Just write it down. I had a feeling that this apple wine tavern was a little bit more fancy than the other apple wine taverns where I usually go to. On the screen now you can see the fruit press. It is September, therefore the apple wine taverns produce apple wines and fresh apple juices. So Matthias went for Süße.
Wow, homemade.
Apple wine. Interesting. It's funny because when I looked from the outside at the beginning, it didn't look like a restaurant.
Yeah.
I was not sure what it looked like, but it's a restaurant or a tavern or whatever.
And I have decided to go for a pear wine, which wasn't a good idea. I kind of thought I'm gonna like it more, but I didn't. And because this apple wine tavern has 300 different apple wines, I'm gonna go next time for the apple wine for sure. This apple wine tavern has a huge list of desserts on the menu. I am aware of the fact that they are a bit pricey, but you get what you pay for. So we went for semolina and chocolate pudding, and I'm sure that each kid in the Middle Europe has eaten those for dessert. I was so excited. I haven't had semolina pudding since we went to Bahrain at the beginning of the year.
Oh wait, tell us what is inside.
It was amazing, if not the best one I ever had. The semolina pudding is made from semolina, which is then cooked in the milk and sugar, and you cannot compare this one with those that are for sale.
Wait, what is semolina? It's wheat mainly used in making pasta and sweet pudding.
No, it's not even like.
Even with the Thai name.
I think
it doesn't ring a bell.
I think because it's foreign food.
Okay.
And you cannot compare this one with those that are for sale, you know, as a powdered product. That was seriously a completely different story. You can get semolina pudding in many countries, but only in Frankfurt you will get it with the brittle nuts and this wonderful homemade apple compote.
Wow.
I think I will serve
It almost looked like coconut, but it's not. Interesting. And I think it's the apple compote, right?
Pudding only that way from now on. Matthias went for the chocolate pudding, which is also a very famous dessert all around, and it definitely brings childhood memories. This one was a homemade from dark chocolate, but it was definitely sweet enough, and it was served with a whipped cream and brittle nuts again. I think this combination just changed the way I'm seeing German desserts. Matthias really liked his pudding, and I was really hoping that maybe he's gonna give me the second glass, but that didn't happen. Who needs mousse au chocolat? That was just so good. You can get both of those desserts from the supermarket, but the taste of it wouldn't be even comparable. The next dessert that is fairly popular in Germany.
Wait, I thought chicken nugget. I'm like, no, that's not chicken nugget.
It looked interesting.
Yeah, it's like cookie.
Are those apple rings. Those fried butter apple rings are usually served with a whipped cream.
Apple. It's apple rings. Like it's like fried apple? What? You want it? What?
You can try to make it.
You want to try to make it? Tell Suji how to make this. She wanted to make another video. She made Silesian dumpling, but she used rice for the crust, and she was not happy, but it's a nice video still.
and vanilla ice, and September would be a good time to get those. Those are made from apple slices that are dipped in butter and then deep fried, and then at the end coated in cinnamon sugar. The apple rings were served warm, and I think this is the best way how you can eat it because they are still very crispy. If they turn cold, they're gonna also get softer. We actually went to our favorite restaurant in Franconia to film this video because I haven't found any restaurant serving buttered apple.
Seems like you guys love something like have the hole in the middle, like or the round like donut thing, you know, even the cake like love to make it in like a round shape.
Yeah, the filling. I mean, the filling is important when you eat at a dessert, I think, to me.
Apple rings in Frankfurt. If you will be looking for those, go on speisekarte.de and check if any restaurants are serving it in the city where you go to. The next place that I have visited is called Schneider's, and I went there to try probably the most popular pudding in the world, and this is rice pudding. Schneider's is a good place to eat a quick lunch or just have a coffee. And this is actually what I went for. Popular pudding in the world. And there.
Trying to look at the price for the cafe. $2, $2.50. Actually, $3.
Wait, not a buck.
Euro. But euro is close to the USD, I think 10%. So it's similar price to when you go inside a coffee shop in Thailand. But in Thailand, you have a lot of cheaper options too.
Hey, do they have chiti?
Charity. What is charity? Let me Google it. Wait, from Sri Lanka?
Yes.
Wait.
I mean, most of the tea are always from that area.
Black, freshly brewed black tea with a bit of lemon juice.
Okay.
I think.
Tea. Healthy, huh?
Well, generally tea is a lot less like wake you up than coffee. What is apple chocolate?
To try probably the most popular pudding in the world.
Wow.
And this is rice.
I mean, I was gonna stop because
most popular pudding
to me this one, the brown one that I want to try. Oh my god, this looks so decadent. It's like a muffin or something
in the world. And this is rice pudding. Schneider's is a good place to eat a quick lunch or just have a coffee. And this is actually what I went for on my lunch break. But coming back to the rice puddings are very popular all around the world. In Germany, they are usually served as a dessert and served with the different ingredients. Cinnamon, sugar and applesauce are the most common. Schneider's rice pudding has a very creamy consistency and
look interesting. It's the kind of dessert that they have in Thailand, right?
Yeah, but usually you know, Thai dessert, they not really put. We use a lot of like coconut milk, pandan, the green thing like that, or like some kind of bean. But we not only use a lot of fruit, like sour fruit like this.
Yeah, that will be interesting.
I'm sure that they cook the rice in milk. To the pudding, they add also some sugar and cinnamon, and they topped everything with applesauce and some fruits and berries. And by the way, you can also get pretty decent milchreis from the supermarket. And the last dessert that I would like to mention, I didn't find in any restaurant, and it's called Quarkspeise. So either you do it yourself or get it from the supermarket. Quarkspeise main ingredient is quark, that is a dairy product that is made from sour milk. To make this dessert, quark is mixed with sugar, vanilla,
sour milk? Did she say sour milk? Wait.
It's so weird. That means I can have sour milk and make pudding.
What is sour milk? I look so stupid now.
I'm thinking about the milk that you don't put in the fridge and it is sour.
I don't know.
To make this dessert, quark is mixed with sugar, vanilla, some fruits or berries. I've made my quark with vanilla and topped it up with some raspberries. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that... Hi and welcome back to our channel.
Part 2.
This is dessert. It's called Aroma and it's my favorite ice cream shop in Frankfurt. And they have on the menu very traditional ice cream dessert that is called spaghetti ice. The spaghetti is actually vanilla ice cream that is served with strawberry sauce, cream and white chocolate on the top. The dish imitates spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetti vanilla! Oh my god, I'm gonna go there.
This looks weird though. What? I'm not sure. What's the point?
The point is to eat dessert.
It's no, but it's as if I'm eating a spaghetti, even with the red sauce.
No, you're not.
My brain is tricking me though when you look at it. It doesn't look good when you look at it. I mean, in my opinion.
Bolognese. And I think that it's the best ice cream dessert for every child here in Germany. So vanilla ice imitates spaghetti, the strawberry sauce imitates bolognese, the white chocolate flakes imitate parmesan, and the whipped cream is hidden and it's at the bottom of the dish. The next dessert that we would like to show you has also something to do with vanilla and berries, and it is called rote Grütze. Rote Grütze is a sweet fruit dish that comes from Denmark and Germany. There are plenty varieties of this dish, but the essential ingredients are the red summer berries. And those include strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, bilberries, cherries, red currant and black currant. The preparation of this dish is very easy, like pudding. So the fruits are cooked with sugar. Then after they cooled off, the starch is added. And then the fruits are cooked for another 1 or 2 minutes. And that's when they start to gelatinize. As you can see, rote Grütze is served with vanilla sauce and whipped cream on the top. And it's got a thick consistency because of the starch. You can buy rote Grütze also in the supermarket.
Oh, wow. It's not that expensive for a nice jar. It's because here in Thailand, we're used to paying way more than this because it's all imported. But it doesn't look expensive, 29 euros.
There are several producers that make it. In the German supermarkets, there are a lot of rote Grütze variations available. And as you can see on the screen, some of them aren't even red. Also, you can get a vanilla sauce and the dish is almost ready. The next dessert that we eat a lot in Germany is Pfannkuchen, also called Palatschinken in Austria and Switzerland, and Eierkuchen in East Germany. I have decided to show you this dessert in Feuerrädchen, which is an upper wine tavern here in Frankfurt. There are a lot of discussions if there are regional differences between all of them, and also if there is any difference between the German Pfannkuchen and French crepe, but there is nothing for sure, so I'm not gonna get into this. So I went for the crepe Frankfurter Art that was served with glazed apples in Calvados with a whipped cream on the side.
You guys love whipped cream on everything. And fruit. I'm surprised because every time we react to German food, it's so decadent, so greasy, like big sausage and everything. But you like your dessert on the healthier side. If you compare to Canada, where we love like decadent cake and their brownies and a lot of like heavy stuff for dessert, you guys like stuff that are more easy on the stomach. That's good.
Pfannkuchen look actually beautiful, but it looked better than it tasted. If I made this variation of a Pfannkuchen, I would cut the apples a little bit smaller and probably also peeled the skin off. But well, that's just me being me. Pfannkuchen are very popular not only in Germany, but also in Central and Eastern Europe. And they are made of eggs, wheat flour, milk, and salt. After mixing those ingredients, the runny dough is fried on the pan and served with the different types of fillings. In Germany, the most common filling is the applesauce. The next dessert or category of desserts are the sweet dumplings that we have. Buchteln, Dampfnudeln, and Gemknödel are made from the yeast dough. Sometimes they do have a filling inside, sometimes not. They are very similar, but the method of preparation is a bit different. On the screen now you can see the Dampfnudeln. Those are fried and steamed at the same time in the pan. The Gemknödel, on the other hand, are cooked or steamed. And Buchteln are actually baked in the oven. And the last dessert that is very popular, especially in the wintertime, is Bratapfel. The most simple variation is the one served with sugar and cinnamon. But to make the apples a bit fancy, you can fill them with nuts, raisins, marzipan, jam, cinnamon, and cloves. And this is a small bonus tip for those of you who are watching my videos till the end. And to be honest, I have no...
How to make that? What is the name again?
This one? It's called Bratapfel. It's too healthy for me, but maybe if you do it, it's gonna be good. Tell Suja to do this one. She's gonna try. Because except putting all the fruit inside the apple, all the nuts and stuff inside the apple, I don't know what kind of cooking you're supposed to do.
But to make the apple jam, watching my videos till the end. And to be honest, I have no idea about the origin of this dessert, but I really wanted to show you this one. To try this, I went to Paulaner am Dom, which is very touristy restaurant, but they have a huge dessert menu, which is always a plus. The dessert, what I went for, is called heiße Liebe, so hot love. The dessert contains 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream, a whipped cream on the top, and also warm raspberry sauce on the side. And because the sauce is warm, it is usually served separately, so the vanilla ice doesn't melt so fast. If you have seen or eaten this dessert in any other country, please let me know in the comments down below.
No, I never, and it's interesting. You guys love whipped cream, you like apple and those hot sauce.
Yeah.
You guys love your dessert mix, and it's good. I like it mixed too.
Today maybe we're gonna discover where it actually comes from and who has invented it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you did.
Yo, and apple almost everywhere.
Mm.
To be honest, I want to try everything.
Yeah.
In this life, you're never gonna be able to have it. You know,
If you make
put
it?
all the 10 berry, all the berry in the world in that dish.
Yeah, but
This
that's
is
one
crazy.
you need access to all the berry. It's hard. But if there's some that you think that Suji could be able to make from the first video or the second, let Suji know. It's not that expensive to find the ingredient for those dessert, I think, compared to a lot of main dishes. I think Suji can make it and she can make a video. So, okay. See you very soon.
Bye bye.